sir. I got this.
Hey folks, this is ioEther and we're back with some more World of Tanks. So as you can see, this is Alex MZ026,000? Something like that. In his T34, it's a tier 8 game on Himmelsdorf and it's an encounter battle. I don't see much of these. There's a few things down here I want to point out. First off, he's running a camo net on a T34. I mean, I've run camo nets on heavy tanks before, but that's normally because they're just sitting in my garage and I have a mod on the... I used to have a mod that would just throw toolboxes and camo nets and binocs on whatever tank had open slots, and it would prioritize based on the tank type. I'm hoping he's running a mod like that and that the camo net is not standard equipment for him on the T34. Also, he has nothing but standard ammo, which I'm really sad about. I wish he had some HE at least, even if he doesn't want to buy any premium ammo, he should at least have some HE for cap resets and stuff like that. But, yeah, I guess we'll find out if that comes back to bite him, as he zooms in on this Tiger. Good lord, almost clipping our Tiger instead, but managed to fire what looked like through the tracks of our Tiger to hit the enemy. And it worked out okay, so yeah. So I guess that's fine then, no? If it all comes out fine. Oh, it's, my screen decides it wants to flicker for some weird, strange reason. Whatever. He's trying to sit here, hold down, so he can get shots of these guys without exposing his tank, and it's going well. The friendly Tiger one seems to enjoy absorbing shots for us, which is fine. We're okay with him absorbing shots for us. We just wish he'd stop jumping in front of our rounds, as everybody seems to be doing. Our Cromwell looks like he wants to die, trying to be act like a heavy tank, and he's not a heavy tank. When he dies, he's going to be a really great thing for us to hide behind. Unfortunately, not be able to pick up the cupola on the T34-3. Advancing back as the OI comes up the other side of the hill. We really don't want to get hit by that thing if it's got the big gun on it, firing straight through its upper plate. If it's got the HE rounds even to the front of this thing, it will hurt. Even if it doesn't do more than just like knock out a driver or something, or a gunner. Either one would be really bad. Ooh, setting the T34-3 on fire for a second there. Either an automatic fire extinguisher was just used, or that guy's got really fast reflexes. Either is possible. Nice job setting our putting a shot into the lower case of the Tiger. I would have liked to have seen that shot go into his drive wheel and freeze him in place, and they would have got spine damage on the next guy who shot the Tiger. But it's fine. It worked out fine either way. As we just start getting hit by the FV304, and Alex decides that this OI's life needs to end as he pushes forward. He doesn't want to sit there, yeah, for that reason. The 304 is not going to do more than like 100 damage to us at a time, but 12 hits at 100 damage is going to really hurt. And if it continues to knock out crew members, then we're going to be in trouble. Looks like the FV304 is running, deciding the hill is lost. He's just going to run away and let his team die to... Wait, where'd our shell go? Well, I wasn't paying attention when we got shot, and I don't know where our shell actually went. Booyah, taking out the SP1C, who managed to donk his third shell, and thus only reduces by 500 health. It's still enough that it's significantly hurt. So teams are pretty much even. We have more tanks than they do now, but they have more tier 8s than we do. We have 3 tier 6s left. They have 1, so teams are pretty even. I don't want to see Alex perch up on this hill too long, because he's not going to have any real shots from here. I know it kind of looks like this is a great place for him to be, but all the enemies are in positions where they're going to be in cover from him. And our IS-3 is in trouble right now. Also, if they start to cap from up here, Alex is not going to be able to do anything about it. So he realizes this and starts pushing down the hill. Oh, Bulldog died here, huh? Must have died to a shotgun from the FE304. Because that's one of the few things that would have been over there at the time when it died. Alex is... Are we in fixed camera? We are in fixed camera. Why is Alex staring at the ground? Okay. Well, it's a little weird. Oh, man. If we hadn't been staring at the ground, we would have caught that YAG 8.8 moving across the crossroads there and got a nice free shot in on him. But, oh well. We're still going to get a nice free shot in on him. As it looks like the IS-3 took a snapshot and took his tracks off of it, but didn't manage to do any damage to him. If you look at the scoreboard, you realize that most of our team has just died. That must have been some lag, because I swear we just shot through a building. Our SU-8 is just going to go suicide. But apparently he kills the JAG-88 instead of dying. Okay. That was totally what I expected to happen from there. But he does die to the RHM, who's now reloading. So if Alex can sneak a shot in, then we can do that. We tracked him, he bounced off us. Great. We can't stay here too long. There is an M4A1 Revoluce coming up behind us, and if we're not careful, then we're going to end up being flanked. Now this is definitely one way. Getting hit by the FE304 again. Takes out our loader, which is really bad, but the Jackson has killed the M4A1, so we don't need to worry about that anymore. Oh, there's another shot from the FE304, who's just lobbing shells at us. There's nothing we can do about it. At this point in time, Alex needs to push up. He cannot stay here, or that's just going to keep happening. I hope he's got some sort of repair skills on this crew. Otherwise, this is going to end badly. The Jackson is still going around the board and just picking up enemies right, left, and center every time he can. Jackson does have to remember he's got his... Or, Jackson. Alex, sorry, has to remember he's got a super long reload because the loader's dead. Good play, not going straight at the RHM. Now the FV34 has to be the one on the cab. If the RHM is where we think he is, then... Oh, good. Sorry, woke up early to get this thing out for you guys. And apparently it's catching up to me. If the RHM was on the corner shooting at us, well, the only other remaining tank that could be on the cap would be the FV34. And hopefully the RHM is looking the wrong way and we can sneak up on him. Which is what Alex is currently trying to do. He's gotta... He can't push forward too fast. No, our RHM is nowhere near where we thought he was. And the FV304 is running now. Snapshot missed. FV304 is going to get dead. He's not going to get away, he's going to get dead. Cool. So I wish I knew how long the reload was on this thing now, but that you don't get to see that. It's a replay. If I was turning the live game, Alex knew how long his reload was. Ooh, that's bad. Well, it's good that we know where he is. It's bad that he's over there, and I don't know. Looks like he's set up for a shot. Alex just eats the shell, and so the thing about this was actually one of the best plays Alex could have made. Well, I say one of the best plays. The other play was he could have stopped here, reversed out, side scraped the shot off him, and then returned fire and killed the RHM. He definitely could have done that, but there's the thing is, oh no, the RHM isn't as far down that laneway as I thought he was. Until we actually came around the corner, Alex didn't know if the RHM was facing this way running, or if he'd actually turned around to fight. So until we actually came around this corner and saw which way he was facing, we didn't know that. So Alex decided he'd rather make sure the RHM doesn't get away than take it cautiously and not take the hit. He knew he could stand up to one more shell from the RHM and still be okay. And so he did that. And yeah, went well. If these guys had platooned up partway through that game with the dynamic platoons, they both would end up with their brothers in arms. But that obviously didn't happen. And one last thing I will note is that if you're ever in a situation like this where you're just about to win, and one of your crew members is dead, heal them if you possibly can. Now, obviously, Alex can't, so I'm not going to blame him for this or anything like that. But if you can heal your crew members, you should. If they're dead and you win and you end the game in any way, though, of course, if your entire tank's dead, there's not much you can do about it. But if it's only one crew member that's dead and you win the game, then that crew member only gets 50% of the experience that everyone else on the crew gets. So you should heal them if you can, just to keep them up to the same pace as everybody else. Not necessarily a huge thing, but if you have a one crew member that continually dies, say a radio operator, if you're a KV5, or there's other crew members in other tanks that are just constantly dying on you. Radio operator is one of the main ones that nobody cares about fixing him, because he's just a radio operator. What are you using them for, right? But if it's a driver or a commander that's constantly dying, then he's going to end up really far behind on experience compared to everybody else on your crew, and that's just going to be inconvenient later on. So, yeah. Anyways, yeah, let's jump over to the results. Mastery Badge, Ace Tanker, Hand of God, Bruiser, Duelist, and Fire for Effect. And then the coveted High Caliber. The fact, anytime you can get a High Caliber by just shooting tanks once or occasionally twice, that's a significant amount of damage. Also, it means your team did absolutely nothing. And you definitely stuck out as the carry. The A44 on the other team does deserve props. He did manage to get almost 4,000 damage done. And he had a really good game, except for the fact that he died to our Jackson. So, yeah. 17... Oh, wait. I also did want to give props to Jackson. Jackson did really well at the end of the game, hunting down the stragglers and helping Alex secure this victory. 17 shots fired and 12 penetrations, meaning the T34's gun, as long as you can put it on target, will likely go in. It does help when you're not shooting at the heavy tank's frontal armor, but other than that, you should be fine. And a little bit of block damage, mostly from that, I guess all from that RHM, which is kind of awesome. Yeah. That was well done. Would have been 100,000 credits earned if you'd been running a premium account at the time, but oh well. Yeah, so thank you very much, Alex, for sending this in. Thank you all for watching. Have a great night. This is ioEther out.